Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Gachagua TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Appearing on Kikuyu radio station and Mount Kenya TV stations in general, Gachagua shocked the world when he opened up his heart and disclosed everything, the way he relates to William Samoei Ruto, the government that was formed, and many other things. I picked a number of things that were said by Gachagua, which I want to use as the basis of our analysis this good morning. Number one is that Gachagua said that his phone is usually recorded. Anybody who calls Gachagua, his phone is tapped and recorded. He went ahead and said that Benjamin Gadiro and Gakuya and another person had their phones confiscated by the DCI, and the DCI have been actually on his friends. What do you think they are looking for? Why are they looking for? Gachagua went ahead and said that abductions and extrajudicial killings are rampant in William Samoei Ruto's government. And went ahead and gave the example of Macharia Wagaido from the Nation Media House. He said that these abductions happens when the government is very, very much aware, but he has talked to William Samoei Ruto and reminded him that he had promised the whole world that it must stop and it will not happen during his administration. But the most interesting bit was that Rigathi Gachagua said that he had already reconciled with Uhuru Kenyatta and Mama Ngina Kenyatta, and they are working together. And this is something that is annoying William Samoei Ruto. This is something that the government did not want to hear. And that is why he is being accused of actually being involved in this demonstration of Gen Z and Uhuru Kenyatta. And that is why he was actually visited. His friends were visited. His aides were visited at his current home. And this shocked everybody because you see, Rigathi Gachagua is the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. So you can imagine the DCI going to actually interrogate his office and officers and actually his personal aides. Gachagua went ahead and said that whatever the case, he is going to defend William Samoei Ruto. And also that, he's going to defend Uhuru Kenyatta. He said that because the government was fond of blaming Uhuru Kenyatta, even when the rain was not coming, even when the cows were contracting anthrax, even when the foot and mouth disease was actually attacking the cows, anything bad was being associated with Uhuru Kenyatta. So Gachagua said that it is this idea of him working with Uhuru Kenyatta and defending the government of the former government, members of the former government, that they should not be blamed and William Samoei Ruto should carry the cross and take the country to the next height, is something that is not pleasing to the ears of the current head of state. Something else is that he wondered why the government cannot actually focus on the real issues. He said that currently government was blaming Russia for trying to attempt to overthrow the government, was actually accusing the Ford Foundation, Uhuru Kenyatta, and even Moho Kenyatta. So every problem was actually being related to these people, and that is the genesis of Gachagua's problem with his boss. Something else is that Gachagua went ahead and said that some Mount Kenya people, his juniors, were not respecting him. And they were under instructions not to respect him. He went ahead and said that one day he hoped that it will dawn on many Kenyans that Raila had come to chase him from his government. He has been brought here with a mission. And the mission was to actually displace him and take his position in the government. He went ahead and said that he cannot be a Kagege, he cannot watch as things unfold, he cannot watch as his people are mistreated, And he went ahead and said that it is only the voters who can actually remove him from power. He said he cannot resign. He cannot even dream of resigning. He will never resign, and he can only resign over his dead body. Only the voters can remove him from power. He said that Ruto should not only respect God, but also the people, because he was on with the Bible and he's a church-going president, and most of the things that he was saying, because he had promised so many things, Ruto has no choice other than fulfill whatever he had promised. Gachagua went ahead and said that Kikuyus did not plan to overthrow the government as alleged. And even the business people that he met from Nyamakema, he was meeting them because he is the leader. He is the one who is supposed to protect their interests. And they should not be intimidated. They should not be overtaxed. Again, Gachagua went ahead and talked about an alliance with the Kalonzo, and he said he's talking to Kalonzo, and in fullness of time, people are going to see what is going to happen. I think Gachagua talked about so many things, and I think from the way Gachagua was talking, you would look at his body, you see somebody who was at pain to explain some of the issues. Secondly, you see somebody who is bitter with William Samoei Ruto, because William Samoei Ruto actually played on him. William Samoei Ruto did not actually fulfill his part of the bargain. And when you look at it, Gachagua knows very well that whatever he's talking, according to him, is the right thing. Again, when you look at Gachagua, he said that mitego yote, all the traps, the rat traps that he placed in all corners of State House were actually he was placing after getting instruction from William Samoei Ruto. But unknown to him, William Samoei Ruto came at night, removed the traps, and threw the traps away. And that is how Raila was able to enter the government. Even that idea of shareholding, he was being set. He came out open and told Kenyans that it is William Samoei Ruto who was setting him so that he could actually open up and divide the people of Kenyans, such that, you know, it was intended to make him unpopular. And because Gachagua had what he called the blind loyalty to his boss, that is how he found himself on the traps of William Samoei Ruto. But now, when you look at the situation, Gachagua seems to be crying, and William Samoei Ruto seems to be having the last laugh. When I look at what is happening, you realize that there was more than meets the eye when you saw Raila Amolo Odinga joining William Samoei Ruto, because unknown to many people, William Samoei Ruto was actually on the verge of vacating the office. And if we were to vacate the office, even what the papers are reporting today, actually the military would have taken over. And so there is a justification that Raila was coming to save the government, because he preferred that it was better William Samoei Ruto continue in the leadership than the government goes to the military. I don't know whether these are propagandas, but that is what they are saying. I don't know what you think, ladies and gentlemen, but from where I sit, I think Gachagua failed in his duty. How he's going to work, how he's going to remain relevant, only time will tell. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.